Okay, YouTubers, here's a little shout out to Rich Duperbash. He gave me this idea. So I just went out and tried to do something different. I wanted to use a real fine fishing line, but I didn't have none at the time, so I was like, hell with it. I just used regular old black sewing string and wrapped it in the groove a whole bunch of times, and then cross wrapped it real loose. I didn't do it tight or nothing, and then just used Gorilla Glue. It didn't go through a bash yet, so I don't know how it's gonna do, but these are the Trencher X's, and everybody knows how they balloon. So this is a shout out to R.C. Ritter Stein. He just got a pair of Badlands, and he was asking about how to strap them. If you could get a fine fishing line, I'd probably use that better, because I might even just wrap some of that around it too. But just to see if this was going to work, I just used some regular old thread, and here's what you got. So, in all actuality, when it balloons in these 3 spots, but it pulls this up instead of just right in the middle. So, it should bash good, because you got to figure you're going to have the ground resistance. So I think it'll work. So shout out to Rich Duperbash for giving me the idea. Somebody recommended doing it with some braided line, which I was going to use that fishing line I have. It's called Spider line. It's real strong but thin fishing line. But like I said, I didn't have it, and this was on my mind. I had these Trencher X's on my Super Creighton, just sitting around because they just pizza cut like no tomorrow. And also, to R.C. Ritter Stein, he's the guy with the Outcast. I told you guys, go check out his channel. He's got it all hooked up. It's badass. Yeah, I vent my tires. I plug the holes up, and then I put a vent into the, where's the groove? Oh, there's one right there, right into the hole. So go here, the air will come out through there, and what that does is actually waterproofs it too. So these holes that they have in here are ridiculous. They'll just suck in water even if you're not going through water. If the grass is dewy, your sponges will get, your foams will get all wet. So yeah, that's what I do. I vent them through the top, plug up the rim holes, and then balance them with I use plumber's putty, because that balancing clay is expensive, and on these big tires sometimes you need a lot. So as you can see, it still has a wobble to it, but they are balanced. They do have a wobble, but they're balanced, because if they weren't balanced, this thing would be rocking all over the place, especially with these suckers. Alright. Here's another heads up. Somebody just posted, they asked me if I use grease in my diff cases. It's called 110% blood, RC blood. It's just this little container, but all you do all you do is put a little bit on here. You don't load everything up and then just go across. You just put it on the gear part itself, on your diff. And let me flip this over. And as far as putting grease on these, no, don't put no grease, no nothing on this. The only thing I use is a WD-40. It's siliconized, industrial. Just look for it. It's called WD-40. It's silicone and it's waterproof. So basically, once I wash this off and clean it, I just go and spray it in all the joints and the cups. You know, this way it doesn't rust them out and it doesn't attract dirt, because as you can see, you know, there's no dirt all caked up. So that's it. The other night I just went through and I bulletproofed my Talon, and it's been running so good lately that I just bit the bullet and I went and put a whole set of steel bearings throughout this whole thing, because the last time I tore it apart I just put some steel bearings on the diffs. So I just went and got the set and took everything apart and put them all over. So they even give you little bearings for the steering too, instead of them bushings. So. Alright, that's it guys. I'm out.